I'm gonna take the engine off. I'm about to move the boat to its final working place. The boat is being moved to like an undercover shed kind of area. Since it's being moved, I'm gonna leave this motor because this motor's pretty much a pile of junk. There's no reason to have it. I'm not gonna waste my time bringing it over there just to have to move it again. I don't think I'm gonna be able to move this by myself. There you go. There you go. That worked. Yeah, thanks.
Surprised you knew what to do.
This is the boat's final home for now, at least. And the best part about this boat shop is there's a dog. A really kind dog. Trumpet, come here. Come here. So I'll have a forever friend while I work on this. So plans are for this that I'm gonna need to take this blue part off. So I'm gonna have to go in and take all of these screws off first and somehow lift it off. I don't have a ton of room to work with, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but once I do that, then hopefully I'll be able to work on this floor, completely take the floor off, and then I can start cutting into the fiberglass shell and doing what I want. I did also not really fit. I'm a little too fat. Since taking the motor off, you can see there's some big gouges here, so that'll definitely need to be repaired. As for the whole transom though, I was told there's a way to test it where if you knock on it, you can tell, and that would be a bad sound. Hollow, but it's not. Maybe a little here.
I'm watching this back and I just have a solid minute of me knocking on things. I think I got a little carried away.
It sounds pretty good actually, not rotten at all. So I'll just probably put some aluminum reinforcements on the mounting point and then, you know, redo the fiberglass and everything like that. But it sounds fine. It sounds really good. It's hard to see, but I took the fiberglass on top, so this is the fiberglass. There's a crack, not as much over here. The crack was huge over here, so I just kind of peeled it away, and there was this wood on top. This wood is, this is okay. I think once it gets over like to this area, it starts getting fine. Since there was such a big crack over here, then it rotted out. So I think somebody poured a bunch of resin under here, so there was like a solid resin layer protecting what's under. So what's under here is hard, but then all of this is dead. So that comes up. That'll need to be replaced. It's really only about an inch down that's rotten, so I could just replace that 1 inch. Like, I can do that. I think the biggest thing right now, take off all these like things that are attached to it and then take the whole blue piece off. I'm trying to take off all this hardware. It's all screwed in, and on the other side there's nuts, but I don't have anybody to hold it, and I can't hold it, the nut on the other side by myself, because there's all of this. My arm's not this long, I can't reach under there. So what I have to do is I have to climb under the boat, which is the first time I've been under here, really. I have to locate the screws. I have to put some vice grips on them. Oh, come on. There it is. And then hope it can't turn. And I'll do that for every single piece of hardware. What's cool about taking the hardware off is you can see the original gel coat of the boat. Man, this autofocus sucks, bro. It's hard to get these nuts off because I'm supposed to be inside holding one with the screwdriver and holding one with the gun, but I can't use the gun on the outside because the whole top of the boat's in the way. So I've just been trying to like pry them with the screwdriver so they're trying to come off. Not the easiest thing to do by yourself.
The worst part about taking this stuff off is this looks like rubber gasket I have to cut. And it's really hard, and this is the only knife I have on me right now, and it sucks. So I'm just gonna trying my best to get it all off. All the fasteners on the boat are removed, and now the boat moves up and down, and I can get this entire blue piece off. Right now I have my friend Was and Lars that I'm borrowing this space from, helping to move this whole top piece off. I didn't really plan it through how I was gonna get it off. I don't quite have the muscle power or enough friends. Cry. But we're gonna do our best with the three of us to try and move it into like this empty area behind the boat, and yeah, see if we can not snap it. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! I forgot to post the boat up.
Look at that, that's perfect.
Well, there's a boat, and there's the top of a boat over there. What do you think?
Wasn't too bad.
It stopped filming while we were doing it. This stupid camera did. So there was a little bit of a struggle in the end, but you know, I honestly, yeah, it wasn't too bad. You're right.
Yeah, with 3 people, it was...
Lars was pretty smart about just moving the boat over there, the top of the boat over there. Trumpet, you look so sad. Come here. Come here. Yeah. But right now it's time to just destroy it. And that's the fun part. I do, and it all depends. I really am just guessing. Oh no! Ouch! I didn't even think I totally forgot about that. Okay, so we're ripping off more of the flooring, and I wasn't concerned too much with like weakness in the fiberglass in the water, because these fiberglass like runners don't have wood under them, so I wasn't worried about rot. But over here, if you knock, you can hear it's not hollow, and there's like a little hole next to all of these cracks, and if I reach in the hole I can feel wood under here. So I might have to be doing a lot more work on this fiberglass. Yeah, you can tell. Here, stand there again. They're like, yeah, that's right. You can see right where the wood stops. So there's gonna be
flexes underneath my foot right there too.
That's a bummer. A lot more work than I was intending on. So, along with these cracks here and crack there, I think that's where like the seats sit around this area. That's where they mount up, so that must be where the most force comes down, which means I'll probably need to cut those because I need to get the wood out of there anyway, and I'll replace like a more solid wood structure here to support the seats. And then along with that, the front has the worst fiberglass. I know this is where the seat mounted on this part. Like, it's just completely destroyed, so I'm gonna need to put in my own wood on here and redo the whole thing. That's just like completely messed up. But you can see that even though these rails up here are broken, there is like another layer under it, so they make this whole piece as one, and then they put more ribbon on top. So it's not the end of the world. It is definitely going to need to be redone, but I'm not worried about it too much structurally for now, especially since I'll just be making it stronger, a little heavier, but that's kind of, you know, what you have to do for peace of mind.
Hey, look at that. There it is.
Nice. This is a magical tool.
Breathing all right in your mask?
Barely.
Yeah, that looks a lot better than when we first started.
I think it'll take more touch-up work, but I can get to that once I start doing the repair a little bit better.
It needs to be a little more reinforced.
Maybe.
You know, it might be a good idea to run an extra thing of fiberglass over the whole thing. Well, I don't know about everything seems to be busting up.
My beautiful boat.
It's a little depressing now, maybe, but...
No, I'm not. I have faith. I believe in my ability to make it look...
My boat didn't look much different when I had it all torn apart.
I haven't seen your boat together.
That's right.
Last time I saw your boat, you said it'll be 2 weeks, and that was years ago.
Years ago, yeah. 2 weeks? I don't think I ever said
Yes.
2 years.
No,
You said 2 years, maybe.
Said, well, my dad was like, hey, can you help with the carport? And you're like, yeah, I'll get to that. I just need to finish the boat. It'll be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then a month passes, and you go 2 weeks. And then a month passes, and you go 2 weeks.
Well, it used to be 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
You made progress.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to call it, I'm going to say that's the end. I'll post another video once I start doing the floor, and hopefully the end of that video will be me finishing the whole floor up. But you know, the boat's messed up. That's kind of what I signed up for. It's worse than I thought, but that makes it fun, I guess. Peace out, baby.